KevG weather overview now. We are looking at a Arctic air mass for the weekend. If you thought it was cold this week, we have not reached the peak yet. The peak of the cold outbreak comes tomorrow night through Sunday. I think it slowly lets up Sunday. Now, when we look at the daily high temperature forecast for Central Park, 32 today, 32 tomorrow, and then the bottom falls out. As Arctic air arrives tomorrow night, you're gonna have wind chills in the single digits to near zero at night tomorrow night, and the actual air temperature does no better than 23 on Saturday. But the combination of the wind and the temperature is going to make it feel like it's in the single digits all day on Saturday. And Sunday, I think the winds calm down a little bit. Our temperatures come up a little bit, the winds calm down a little bit, but still very chilly. And we're just going to have to work our way through this weekend. It is going to be the coldest weekend that we've seen thus far. And then by Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we start our ascent, if you will, with highs getting up in the mid-30s on Monday and then the low 40s on Tuesday and Wednesday. So we have a ways to go, and with that, we're also going to get a period of snow across the region tomorrow. And I think that the National Weather Service probably has the right idea here with the general 1 to 3 inches of snow, more towards the south shore of Long Island and even coastal New Jersey, as that's where the primary action is going to take place, as we have a storm slipping by to our south. So, yes, snow will usher in, it will help usher in anyway, the Arctic air. And when we go back and look at the GFS here, we look at the evolution. This is the rest of the day today, mainly cloudy with, temperatures around freezing. But then snow breaks out tonight, late tonight, into tomorrow, and the snow will be generally on the light side, and the most accumulation will probably occur for New York City, Long Island, and points south. The Hudson Valley may not really get much at all. As you can see, the storm just develops a little bit too late to give us a really significant snow. You can see that it starts to intensify off the coast, but for us, the action is all but over, and we just wait for the Arctic air to move in, and that's going to start to happen tomorrow night. And by the time we get into early Saturday, we have very strong winds out of the north. We might have a light snow cover again, reinforced from the snow that we had on Tuesday. And the main story for the rest of the weekend, once that goes by, is the bitterly cold Arctic temperatures for Saturday into Sunday. Highs on Saturday in the 20s, highs on Sunday in the low 30s with this wicked wind from the north. And we will only see it gradually subside into Monday as high pressure takes control, and once high pressure moves close enough, those winds will start to relax and our temperatures will start to come up. And a new system starts to work in for Tuesday, but by the time it gets here on Tuesday night into Wednesday, it looks like to be mainly rain, especially for the coast. It may start as snow inland, but probably too far inland to really give anything significant for New York City and the immediate tri-state area. So the overall pattern is definitely relaxing, but we have to get through this weekend first before we can really say that that's the case. You can see that at 18,000 feet, we have a strong trough that moves through the eastern part of the United States, and that's going to usher in the bitterly cold temperatures. But by the time we get to early next week, that trough starts to move off, and we have a general ridge in the eastern part of the United States with kind of a calmer weather pattern all across the lower 48 states. The Arctic air is kind of locked out of the equation, and that will mean that anything that we do get in the long range is going to be in and out. Like, for example, here we are all the way out to about Sunday afternoon, January 28th, and you can see Arctic air is trying to move in, but it never really has any staying power. And this is all the way out to Tuesday, January 30th, and we do get some intrusion from Canada, from Arctic air, but it has very little staying power as the ridge in the eastern part of the United States tries to maintain itself. And I think that that will be the case over the next 7 to 10 days, a general relaxation of the weather pattern. And it'll be to the point where we will have seasonal temperatures. Maybe some days we'll actually get above normal for this time of year towards the middle and latter portion of next week, certainly by Tuesday or Wednesday, ahead of that next system. So bundle up. Be very careful the next couple days as Arctic air makes its way in and is re-intensifying itself over the next 24 to 48 hours before it starts to get out of here on Monday.